Hey, welcome. So today we are going to focus on half moon in our flow. So let's have a little fun today. What you're going to need is 2 blocks. So I'm going to grab mine. I'm going to put them on either side of your mat or just in front. If you don't have blocks, that's okay. Just don't use them, or you can use a table when the time comes, or even a chair. So bring in whatever you need and we'll get started. So today we're going to start at the top of our mat standing. So I'm going to stand just facing a little bit away from you for a moment. We're just going to put the hands together, bring them to heart center, close your eyes, pull your belly in, slide your tailbone down, and press your feet through the floor. So we're just going to hold here, feel the legs energize. And we're going to take a few breaths right here. Good. And then let's just start out, reach the arms up overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Inhale, reach arms up overhead. Exhale, bring hands to heart center. Good, one more time. Inhale, reach arms up overhead. This time, let's fold it forward. Good, we're just gonna stand here for a moment, chin to chest. Let the knees be bent, especially if this is your first forward fold today. Just be a little gentle on the back. Good. Nice, and then we're gonna press through the feet. Press the feet into the floor. Keep the knees bent. We're gonna roll it up. Nice and slow. Good. Lift those shoulders, roll them back. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. We're going to inhale one more time. Fold it forward. Good. Now this time, come up halfway, flatten the back. So if you need to bend the knees to do that, bend them even more. You can work them towards straight. You could even have your blocks here to help you out, since we have them. And then we're going to exhale, fold, chin to chest. Nice. Plant the hands on the mat. We're going to step it back into a nice plank pose. Hold. Pull the belly in, stay nice and strong. Chaturanga. Let's set the knees down, coming down. Maybe press up once just to build a little strength. Come back down, find a back bend. Nice. Curl your toes under, downward facing dog. Good. We're just going to take a breath or two here just so we can rest. Let the heels sink down, opening through the back of the legs. Good. Nice. Coming down onto the knees. Beautiful. You can always pad the knees with a blanket or a pillow. Good. We're going to hold here, pull the belly in, spread the fingers nice and wide, and make the arms nice and strong. So you're pressing through the shoulder blades, in between the shoulder blades there. Center your left knee, kick the right leg back behind you. Hold. Good. Now maybe reach that left hand forward. Good. Breathe. Nice. Just one time, we're going to bring elbow to knee. Nice. And press it out. Good. Hold. Find stability. Set that left hand down. Nice. So right here, we feel the hips are square to the floor, or kind of are. So we're going to stack the hips. Good. Now you might start to feel your right hand become light. And if so, maybe lift it to your hip. Stack the shoulders, reach up toward the ceiling. Good. Now see if you can lift that top leg a little higher. And hold and breathe. Good. Bring the hand down. Bring the knee down. Good. Downward facing dog. Very nice. So just a little half moon on the knee there. It's a lot easier. Looks easier than it is. And then we're going to walk it forward, standing forward fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Let's do it again. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold it forward. Good. Inhale, come up halfway. Plant the hand, step it back, plank. Now this time, maybe keep the knees up. Maybe set them down, chaturanga. Maybe push up once for strength. Coming all the way down. Cobra. And then downward facing dog. Rest again. Good. Inhale. Exhale, lower the knees down. We're going to do that other side. Good. Left leg kicks behind you. Nice. Right hand reaches forward. Get stable. Use the belly to stabilize you. So you're pulling that belly in. One elbow to knee. Good. Press it out. Find that stability. Flex the foot. Good. Lower the hand down. Nice. So the hips are square to the floor. We're going to stack the hips. Left hand becomes light. Maybe it comes to the hip. Maybe the shoulders stack. Lift that leg a little higher. Maybe reach that hand up. Breathe. The more you pull the belly in, the more stable the pose gets. Nice. Good. Top hand comes down. Top knee comes down. Downward facing dog. Nice. Good job. Good. So we're going to come up. We're going to just step it forward. Take the right foot forward and then the left. Exhale, fold. Now from here, we're going to bend the knees. Reach the hips back. Peel the heart off the chest. Let's find chair pose. Good. Sit it down a little deeper. Pull your belly in. Slide your tailbone down just like you're in mountain pose, just with the knees bent. Good. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come up halfway. Plant those hands, step it back, plank pose. Chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Okay, so this time we're going to take your left leg and lift it high. Good. Let your right heel sink down. Get a nice little stretch here. Bring that left foot in between your hands. Turn your back heel down, warrior one. Good, we're just gonna hold here. Open up, warrior two. Open up in the hips. So you have the hips that were square. Now we're opening them to the side. Lift your left hip, drop your right, breathe. Good. Now we're gonna let this come into a half moon. So this is where your block could come in handy, right above your mat, or I don't have the room, so we're just gonna have to hop up here. You want your hand underneath your shoulder, leg lifts high, stack the shoulders, reach the hand up. Good. Now work toward bringing the weight into the heel of your hand so your hand feels light. Your hand feels lighter. And maybe not for me right now, but you're just trying to work toward that, getting that hand nice and light. Stack those shoulders. Maybe think about this bottom shoulder coming forward, stacking right under the top shoulder. Lift the leg a little higher. Good. Top hand comes down, top leg comes down. Standing forward fold. Bend the knees. Peel the heart off the thighs. Chair pose. Good. Getting stronger here. Sit it deeper. Belly in. Sliding tailbone down. Exhale, fold. Nice. Inhale, come up halfway. Plant the hands. Step it back. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good, we're gonna take the right foot this time, step it forward. Back heel turns down, warrior one. Nice and stable. Hips are square to the front of the mat to start. And then we open up to a warrior two. Making sure that that front hip is lifting just a little bit. You feel a little lift. You don't want it to just drop. Lift it up. See where it lifts. Belly in, tailbone from the back here, you can see, slides down. Beautiful. Good. We're going to launch off the back leg. That's where your block will come in handy. Got to move back just a hair. We're home. We might have to make accommodations. Good. That hand goes right under the shoulder. Stack the shoulder. Stack the bottom shoulder underneath the top shoulder. Hand comes up, belly in. Notice if that leg starts to float forward, you want to push it back a little bit and push it up. You want that heel in line with your hip, in line with your shoulder. Weight in the heel of your standing foot. If you can, you're just shifting weight back into the heel. Breathe. Good. Let's take one more breath here. Build a little strength. Good. Top hand comes down, top leg comes down, standing forward fold. Good. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Good. Let's take the hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Press the knuckles down toward the floor. Think about where your hips are and press them forward as you lift the chest up toward the ceiling. So instead of thinking back, think hips forward, chest lift. Breathe. Now the weight might be in your toes. They are for me. So we're going to shift the weight into the heels. Lift the chest. Press the hips forward. Good. Breathe. Nice. Coming up to center. Beautiful. So we're going to just play a little bit with your half moon. We got to flow with it. Now we're going to just bring your blocks in. Set them right on the mat. We're going to just, you'll be able to move them. We're going to inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold it forward. Good. Come up halfway. Find the blocks. They come underneath your shoulders. So we want the weight to be in your heels, but there's a little weight in the hands too. And we're going to take the right leg, kick it straight behind you. Stack your hips. Good. Right hand to right hip. Lift your right leg. Stack the shoulders. Now think about your shoulder blades. If you had a wall behind you, both shoulder blades would be touching that wall. Shift the weight into your foot. Lift the leg. Hand reaches up. Good. Breathe. Very nice. Top hand comes down. Top leg comes down. Just for fun. Let's fold past the blocks. Chin to chest. Maybe you want to slide your hands underneath your feet for a nice stretch onto your wrists. Just for a moment. Release the bind. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Just one more side. Inhale. Exhale, fold past the blocks. Good. Coming up halfway, hands to the blocks. Of course, this is a great time to use a chair or a table if you don't have the blocks. It can help you find that alignment, that straight spine before you go into the pose. Left leg's kick straight behind you. Stack the hips. Left hand becomes light. Coming to the hip, lift that left leg. Stack one shoulder on top of the other, reaching up. Breathe. Good. Shift the weight back into the heel. Giving all the cues, all the fun cues. Playing with the pose. Good. Top hand comes down, top leg comes down, standing forward fold. I'm going to set the blocks aside. Inhale, come up halfway. Plant the hands, let's step it back. Downward facing dog. Good, let's find plank position. Chaturanga. Inhale, back bend. Exhale, downward dog. Good job. Gonna come onto the knees. Make the knees come apart, big toes come together. We're gonna find our way into child's pose. And just rest here for a couple of breaths. You did the hard work. And now, I'm going to come to the end. We're going to come up to seated. So we're going to swing those legs around. Nice. Hopefully you don't see all my dog hair. So we're going to bend the knee. So we'll take the right knee and we're going to bend it. Now, we want to notice the spine rounds. It likes to round here. So we're going to press the chest up toward the ceiling. Your right hand comes in as close to your hip as you can. Good. Hug that leg in towards you. And we're just going to take that left arm and hug that bent knee. Lift the chest, turn, and look over your shoulder. Good. Flex the left foot. Breathe. Come back to center. Nice. We're going to switch. Bending the left knee. Noticing the rounding. We're sitting up nice and tall. Good. Left hand comes right behind you. Right arm hugs into the left leg. Lift the chest. Flex the right foot, turn and twist. Breathe. Nice. Maybe lift the heart a little more. Maybe twist a little more. Breathe. Come back to center. Very nice. We're going to come onto our back. But to start, let's just work the abs just a bit. Lift the chest. Pull the belly button in toward the spine. So pull it in until you feel it in your spine a little bit. So you're going to pull, pull, pull. Find your Mula Bandha, your Uddiyana Bandha. And then we're going to come down. Slow. 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 Beautiful. Good job. If you're able to come slow the whole time, that's great. You just work toward that. Good. So we're going to do a nice little bridge. So the legs are going to come in as close to your hips as you can. Toes, you want to think about your feet being like a number 11. And then maybe just a smidge, let the toes go out a little bit. Nice. Your feet are hip width apart. No more than a hip width. Arms come down by your sides. Slide the shoulder blades underneath you. Good. And then we're going to keep the belly pulled in. Lift the hips off the mat. So as we lift, we're going to feel the glutes engage. We're going to try to soften the glutes and engage the top of your thighs. We do that by pressing your feet down into the mat. And they're kind of scrubbing forward, so you'll see this little energetic, my body going this way. It's because my feet are pressing down and going that way. So we're lifting up. Good. Now, still clench your seat, just not for dear life. And engage the quads. Good. Lift. Good. We're going to lift a little higher. Nice. Now maybe your hands touch underneath. Maybe you can interlace your fingers. Maybe you can press your pinkies down. Hold and keep breathing. We're holding the pose, not the breath. Good. You've got this. Nice. We're going to release the bind of your hands. If you have that, let the hips come down. Nice. So we're just going to situate your spine a little just by hugging the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. So you did all that hard work. That was hard. That wasn't easy. That was not the easiest flow. A lot of strengthening there. This is one you'll want to do over and over again, building strength in the arms, the legs, the glutes. Drop the knees out. Maybe hold on to your shins, your ankles, or your feet. Happy baby. Very nice. And then we're going to find stillness. Good. Bring the feet back to the mat. Slide your legs to straight. Arms are down by your sides. Close your eyes. And these are the moments you get to allow your practice to integrate into the body. And every time you decide to roll out your mat and take some shapes, you're teaching your body what you want. And it responds by getting stronger, more flexible, so it can do what you want. All you've got to do is be patient and keep showing up. Now you can stay here in Shavasana for as long as you like. You can stop the video now. Or we are going to bend into the knees, roll onto the right side of your body. Just take a breath here. And then pressing up to seated. Crossing into the legs. Hands on the knees. Be proud of yourself today. Bring hands to heart center. The highest light in me salutes and appreciates the highest light in all of you. Thank you so much for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste.